Hello, test. Yo, what's up? Welcome guys, another video, and today I would like to guide you through the Falcon aerial back air, aerial interrupt back air, on how to get it consistently, how to get your 14-15 frames of GALINT. Sorry, my cat just wants to sleep on me. Let go. He just doesn't let go. Come here. Please. Alright, so I found a very good grinding method. I think it's very consistent. It's in the end all about building muscle memory. The tech itself is very difficult, very hard. However, you will understand after this video how to use it, and you will definitely be able to get it yourself. So first of all, I need to explain you something about the aerial interrupt. You're basically interrupting your back air and you're manipulating the ECB. That's all complicated nerd stuff. You don't need that. All you need is to pay attention to the top, the cliff weight, the fall, the jump, the top line. You see the frame. Basically one square is one frame. So let me show you something. So I made this for you. So what does it mean cliff weight? What does it mean fall and jump and all that? So cliff weight means after Falcon regrabs the ledge, after you're regrabbing the ledge, you're hanging onto the cliff. The longer you wait for releasing, the more frames you will have of the cliff frame. The most optimal is that you release ledge after regrabbing ledge on the first possible frame. That is one gray square box. This is the best possible scenario. You have here one fall frame. That means after releasing ledge, let's assume you regrab and then you release ledge, and then your character is falling, right? Depending on for how many frames you're falling before inputting your jump frame, this will be fall frame 1, 2, depending, the longer you fall, the more frames you will get from these. So why is that important? That is very important for the aerial interrupt back air, in order to get consistent with it, in order to how do you say, yeah, in order to get consistent, in order to understand. You see that here I did it frame perfectly. So one cliff weight, one fall frame. I released the ledge on the first possible frame and I double jumped on the first possible frame. This means if you get this correctly, you will get 15 frames of aerial interrupt, like 15 frames of GALINT with Falcon's back air aerial interrupt. So here I did 3 frames, right? I didn't jump, I didn't release the ledge on the first possible frame, but I released it on the second frame. But I jumped on the first possible frame. This is a total of 3 frames. 1, 2, 3. This is a total of 2 frames. 1, 2. So if I would get my Falcon back air aerial interrupt, this would be 15 frames of GALINT, the best possible frame perfect one, and this one would be a 14 frame GALINT, the second best. So why this is important, you will understand now. So if you want to get good at this and want consistent and practice, what we can do is we can auto reset off. So first of all, we always have to regrab the ledge like this, like double jump, boom, double jump, like double jump. If you do this, you manipulate the ECB. This is some character collision box. You need to do this in order to get it. If you don't do this, you won't be able to get the aerial interrupt at all. So we need to do this once. So after you refresh once, you grab the ledge like this. Now you see the top squares, the boxes that I explained. What we have to do is we have to use the C stick down to release from ledge. I'm using C stick down here. Obviously you can do the gray stick to the right to release. You can do the gray stick down. But for the aerial interrupt, use the C stick down, because if I use the gray stick right, I drift away from ledge. If I use down, I fast fall. If I use C-stick down, I release the ledge without any fast fall and without any drift. This is very important for the aerial interrupt. Right? So we refresh once and then we release, and we try to double jump on the first possible frame. So let's grind that. You have to build up your muscle memory. So we do it like this. So what I did now is regrab ledge, C stick down, double jump. Oops. Like this. Alright, now you see cliff weight 3 frames, fall 1. So you have to keep grinding this and build your muscle memory until it's always 3 or less frames. So look, I did 3 frames. 2 of the grave ones, 2 cliff weight, 1 grave one. That would work for an aerial interrupt. I can even like on. Okay, so it refreshes all the time. Frame perfect. 1, 1. I'm in the tolerance. 3 frames. Frame perfect. Frame perfect. Missed. Missed. 1 frame too slow. Frame perfect. Tolerance. Frame perfect. 1 frame too slow. Frame perfect. Okay? So once you get a good muscle memory and you can hit consistently 3 or less, like 302, that means all these attempts are potentially aerial interrupt back airs. Now we come to the second step. This is the first step. The first step is this: get 3 or less frames with double jump release from ledge. This is very, very important. You need consistent muscle memory for this first. The second step is the most important and the hardest part. The back air aerial interrupt will only work if you get maximum drift. The maximum drift you get if you drift into the stage the first possible frame. I'm gonna show you. So I'm gonna regrab, then release double jump and drift in. You pay attention to the drift, so like this. This wouldn't work. Even though my frame data, the cliff weight and fall is in the tolerance, it should be an aerial interrupt back air, but my character drift wasn't maximum. It was 2 or 3 frames too slow. So check this out again. You saw how far I jumped. Now I did a frame perfect cliff weight, frame perfect fall, and I drifted maximum to the left. This is how you can test. Wait. I need some different music. Give me one, because maybe this. Alright, so this is what you need to get in order. This is the first preparation in order to get the aerial interrupt stuff at first. So you don't only need to be very good at this, and this tolerancing like 3 or less frames. You need to have the best possible drift, frame perfect. And this is the hard part about the aerial interrupt. So this wouldn't work, drift was not good, drift was not good. This was the best one, the maximum drift. This was not good. I know because I grinded it for 2 days, this was not good. You need the best possible maximum drift, like that. So if you do all this, what I told you, the 2 or 3 frame tolerance, the maximum drift, all you have to do is after you double jump back on stage, do a back air and you will get 14 or 15 frames. So grind this, then grind the drift, the maximum drift. Let's do the auto reset on. Like that. See how far I'm drifting? And if you add the back air and you get all these requirements, like you get a 15 frames or 14 frames of aerial interrupt. But only if you get 2 or 3 frames tolerance, maximum drift, then you just input the back air after the double jump and you will always get it. That's why I think it's pretty consistent. But as I said, for example, you see that back air, that is, let me show you off. Let me show you just. Okay, perfect. I need to mess it up. I need to mess it up, hello. I'm trying to get a slower one on purpose. My muscle memory is just not... Sorry. I need to mess it up, bro. Like that. So, so I messed it up. But I have 1 frame cliff weight, 1 frame fall. So usually this should have been a 15 frames perfect aerial interrupt GALINT back air. The reason why it didn't work is the character drift wasn't frame perfect. So all the requirements were there, but the character drift momentum was not on the first possible frame into a stage, so it didn't work. But my muscle memory is already built, as you see, I can even do it without looking at the screen sometimes. It's still very hard, even though I know exactly how this works, and I hope you understand after the video as well how this works exactly. It's still very hard to get the inputs done with the maximum drift. This is the hard part about the thing. Once you get this muscle memory, because the tolerance, 3 or 2 frames, is very consistent. I can get like 10 in a row of these. I'm always 3 or less if I want to, because I grinded that muscle memory for a whole day. I might have one which is out of tolerance, but if I focus and try, I will be in this tolerance all the time. So I mainly have to focus on the drift, and that's pretty much all. So you will always get the barrel interrupt, yeah. And I grinded that shit very intense for 1 or let's say almost 2 days. And I'm pretty convinced if I keep grinding and building the muscle memory, I will get 10 or more in a row. I got 8 in a row last time. On this video I got a couple in a row. So guys, please sub, leave a comment. We're almost at 1K. I would really appreciate some support. And guys, have a nice day and take care as always. Bye bye.